All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back today, ready to watch the Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart World. I'm a little intrigued and excited to watch this because I thought the little bit of gameplay they showed during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, that's all I saw, looked interesting. The whole open world concept was kind of cool. It looked interesting to me. I'm intrigued. Obviously, the big topic today is about the price. The price, man. The price is gonna make or break this console, in my opinion. Actually, let's switch it back over to this view. We can see. So I have the chat up for the stream. The chat where everyone's yapping. And everyone is like every other comment is drop the price. Look at this, drop the price, make it free is crazy, Mikey. Fire Doug Browser. So they're going, the price is the topic. That is the topic of today. I think Nintendo is gonna have to prove that this game is worth $80 today. I think today is this game is gonna be fire. $80 is worth it. Come buy our game. Because they're going to town in this chat about raise the price. Wait, did y'all see that? We have a bunch of drop the prices and then a random raise the price. We have a random dude who's like, nah, bro, I want to pay more money. Sorry, I have music playing in the background. A little loud in my ears. So everyone's going, hey, what's up, Princess Marie? Hey, what's up, Shannon? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Shannon. It's blame Nintendo. They did a really early direct. Bye. But look at this. They're going crazy about the price. This is every comment in their this is the live stream. This is Nintendo. Let me scroll up to show y'all. This is Nintendo's this is the Nintendo Direct live stream chat. And every comment is literally drop the price. It's crazy. Slime block. And then every once in a while someone with a troll water bucket. Is that a reference to Minecraft movie? I think that is. Hey, well, thank you for watching on the bus, Princess Marie. I appreciate that. But yeah, they're going crazy over here on the chat. They're going insane on Nintendo. I mean, I don't know what to. I feel like Nintendo showed us a lot during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, so I don't know if there's much new they can show us. I think today we get a full character list. They have to at least let us know what characters are in the game. I think maybe we get a full track list, even though they kind of gave us a pretty solid track list last time. And maybe there's gonna be like a surprise game mode. I feel like there's gonna be a surprise multiplayer game mode they haven't talked about. Sorry, I had my chair a little low. Yeah, today's salaries cannot handle it. Yeah. So the price is what I'm still looking at the chat here. Like, let me switch back for y'all. I'm still looking at Nintendo's chat, and they're still going in about the price. That's still all it's about. Drop the price. Drop the price. They should sell it for $1,000. And then every once in a while, someone trolling. Reggie back. I want Reggie back too. Nothing to do with the Switch 2. I just liked Reggie a lot. But yeah, they're going insane about the pricing. Insane about it. So, I don't know. I think Nintendo has to prove this is an $80 game. I think that's what today's about. They have to come out with banger after banger after banger gameplay. And they need to, like, probably, just to make the fans happy, the ones who are raging about the price just because it's that price, they gotta say, hey, we'll give free DLC. Like, we're not gonna charge for DLC. Free tracks, you know, to the end of life or something. Just because people are gonna kill them if they announce a DLC. Imagine if they announce DLC tracks and characters. Oh, Nintendo's gonna get devastated. And honestly, I'll join in on the devastating. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, hey, $80 is inherently bad. If the game is a fire game, I think I'll pay $80. That's always how I've been. I thought Tears of the Kingdom was worth $70 because it was a fire, large game that I can sink a lot of time into and have a great time the whole way through. So if this game is the same way, if it's even better than Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like $80 is a value of the game if it's that good. Obviously, we don't know until it drops. But yeah, if they announce a DLC pack, oh, they're gonna get cooked. Nintendo finna get cooked if they do that. So I hope for their sake they don't. Yeah, someone literally just said DLC $20. So I hope for Nintendo's sake they do not announce a DLC today. I think if there is a DLC, you wait a year to announce that bitch. You don't announce that shit a year or two from now. You let that rock, because that is not a good thing to announce right now. So yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I maybe they should do at least DLC for free or something. Yeah, same. Oh, Jiggly, same. I'm buying it. I love Mario Kart, and it looks like it's literally Mario Kart on crack. It's like they finally made Mario Kart I don't want to say a modern game, because I hate that usage of term. It implies old Mario Karts weren't modern, but you get what I mean when I say modern game. Like, they added a lot of modern features to that are in modern races, like Forza races. What is it called? Forza Horizon has this open world style. Need for Speed released an open world style game, so it's cool to see them kind of take that from other racing games and implement that in a way into Mario Kart. Hey, what's up, Taha? Welcome to the stream. But this chat is going crazy, y'all. Look at, I'm about to switch over. This is Nintendo's chat for the stream. Like, just to scroll up to show y'all, this isn't like some random chat. This is Nintendo's Mario World Direct stream. This is their chat. Literally everything's like, drop the price, and then every once in a while someone trolls and says raise the price. But they are going in on Nintendo about pricing, so they really got to chill. And fingers crossed, someone at their company is smart to go, no DLC announcement today. Just show how good the game is. So that's what I'm saying. So for me, these are my three things. No DLC announcement. I think they're going to show a unique game mode we haven't seen yet. And we're going to get the full character list and the full map list. That's what I hope for. Yeah, it's free DLC for the game. It's like $60 plus $20, which makes the price. Yeah, if they did free DLC. So here's the thing. If they made the DLC free, they would get, I think, a major pass from all the gamers. I think this whole pricing thing would be thrown out of the window if they made the DLC free. I think a lot of people would feel a little less slighted, because then at least for $80, it's like buying, like you said, Princess Marie, it's like buying a $60 game and getting $20 DLC. Sure, not everyone wants the DLC, and some people would still prefer $60 with the choice, but it would make a lot of the outrage dwell down if they were like, hey, free DLC for a year or something. They really got to come out with that. I think that would be a big move if they just gave free characters or free maps. Hey. Dog was licking herself. Yeah, it's a hot Nintendo printing money with their mouth. But they have an opportunity here to kill this really easy. I think they can kill this outrage mad easy if they just said free DLC and then just moved on with their day. You know? But we have a few minutes before the direct starts. A few more minutes. It's not too long. A few more minutes, chat. Before Nintendo starts yelling at us about... Actually, before we don't have to go full screen. Let's come back over here and let's see what the chat's saying. So, viewers are arguing about whether the price of an upcoming game should be raised or lowered. This AI is trash. I mean, I guess technically, but they're not really arguing. They're just saying trolly shit. Raise the price, drop the price. Oh, drop the price, daddy is crazy. Someone said drop the price, daddy. Lower the price. Hopefully this isn't the chat the whole presentation. So like I can look at it every once in a while and see what people are thinking about the game. That's crazy. This is hilarious. 120. Someone just comes in with a number. Baby oil item. Roll the dice. Is the price dropped yet? Oh God. Okay. What Mario song is this? I don't recognize this. What game is this from? Does he have a list? 947. Oh, this is from Thousand Year Door. Wow, I didn't even recognize it. I don't love it though. This low key right here might be one of the best Mario songs of all time. Today I'm baking baguettes. Ooh, I'm jelly. I can watch while I'm on the bus. I just won't hear anything. Well, you'll see my face like this, like, or like the YouTube reactions, you know. They should be starting in a moment though. They have the time 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. my time, and it's 7:59 a.m. my time currently. It's only going to be 15 minutes long, which is very short, actually. I wasn't expecting like very long, but I'm shocked about how short that is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, they're late. It's 8 a.m. Oh no, they're not late. Oh, turn off the music. Oh, they're jumping right into it. Oh, this was crazy. This was straight in. Raw dog. Ooh. Let's turn up the audio a little bit.
Drivers, start your engines. Welcome to
the graphics are really good though. The visuals are amazing.
Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
What kind of
In
racist?
Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there?
Yep.
Across cities, plains.
I mean, this looks visually great. I will say that. This game looks amazing.
You can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
I do love this. I love the whole open world
Races are
concept.
held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world.
I wonder what you can do in the open world.
Between them. There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for
okay.
you.
Let's see. Let's see the maps.
Here we go.
I knew it. I was like, they have to give us maps. Courses. Let's go.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
No, that looks like Japan. This is like somewhere in the Middle East. I can't tell if that was India or another.
The ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit.
So the reason it's called Mario Kart World is because it's similar to
You can't miss it.
World Circuit, in that the maps are inspired by real life
See the
locations.
sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main
Oh,
Street.
I love these graphics, man. Do you see the helmet on Yoshi? I know it's something so simple, but the lights and reflection on Yoshi's helmet is so cool.
Southie Speedway and make a splash around the city's canal.
And then it still has like the really cartoony art style, which I love. So it's like a realistic cartoony art style.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak. Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
Wait, Lakitu doesn't save you anymore?
Spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema.
Yo, Waluigi
It's a
on the
whole
bike?
new kind of drive-in
Was that
theater.
Vampire Waluigi?
And in addition to
Yo, the
lots of new
customizations
courses,
are so cool. I think you can customize the characters,
there's
right?
Toad's Factory,
Familiar.
Peach Beach, Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic
And
courses
more.
from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined
Nostalgic. I
and
love they use
spread
the word
throughout the
nostalgia.
world.
Oh, there's a lot of
Races can
courses.
happen
1, 2,
during
3,
the
4,
day
5,
or at
9,
night.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's at least 30 courses. That's actually a decent amount of courses.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi,
Alright, character list already. Mario, Luigi, Peach.
Bowser,
Yep, of course. The
and
OGs.
Yoshi.
Yoshi! He's also an OG.
Plus new drivers like Goomba.
Goomba's new? You couldn't race as a Goomba before? Spike.
And that's right, Cow.
That's right. Cow is
Even
crazy.
more new racers are waiting and
The
ready to
crab from
roll.
Mario Bros. 2. Mario Bros. Arcade game.
Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off
How many
to the
vehicles are there?
races. Characters and vehicles each have different
Okay, so
stats,
you don't have to
be sure
customize the
find
vehicles
combo
anymore.
that
That's
best
good.
Suits you.
I didn't love having to customize vehicles manually. Like, it wasn't the worst,
Two
but
main
like
styles of
flipping through like a million
racing revving up
things.
in this world.
I like the
Grand
cars just being
Prix
visually looking
Knockout
nice and having
Tour.
stats.
In both modes, up to 24
Did you see
drivers
B
can
Wario in the back?
participate, the most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look
The
out for
bullet
cars that
bills?
shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles
Yo.
along the way.
Someone was literally like, "Let's make Mario Kart even more chaotic." You know the game that's already crazy
Get ready
chaotic.
for
Let's go
Grand
crazier.
Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix
So there's like
races
5
are
cups,
held
I think.
all around the game's world.
'Cause there's
You'll
30
race through
level- no, 4
different
each.
courses in each cup and
So that's
aim
more.
for the
That's like
top spot.
7 cups.
In
I
Mushroom
think there's
Cup,
7
you'll
cups.
start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit,
I think there's 28 levels.
while the A second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
Ooh, I really like that
First
look.
time, you'll need
Hey,
to
Cowboys.
drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel.
So are you technically racing on this? Or does that determine where
And
you
if
start?
conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Rainbow Road? That's cool, making Rainbow Road an unlockable. Hey, what's up, Neil?
Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other.
I'm kind of excited for this. This is the multiplayer mode, right? The online multiplayer?
But you've got
Yeah, because this is the one that's similar to F-Zero 99. Where, like, if you're too far behind, you get eliminated.
Checkpoints throughout the world.
I'm actually going to play a lot of this, I think, on our channel, online.
Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints.
Oh,
You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place.
wonder, so are these costumes customizations, or is there just set costumes in the game? I can't really tell yet. They look cool.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you
Oh,
out.
Peach with the what's it called hat? It's cool. Wait,
When
coin
you
shell?
throw a coin shell,
Oh.
coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them.
That's a new item. That's actually kinda cool.
Cash in first. Ice flower.
Because coins affect your
With the ice
acceleration.
flower, you can
I
freeze
assume
out
still.
rivals.
Ice flower, yeah.
Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc.
Hammer's gonna go crazy.
Hammers also stay on the
Oh,
course
you can hit
for
so many
short
enemies
time
at once.
and can be used to block off rivals.
Oh, Hammer's gonna be goaded. Mega Shroom? I feel like this is a returning. Wasn't this in one of the old Mario Karts? Wasn't this in Mario Kart 7
Feather.
or DS?
Use the feather to
Feather's
jump up
returning.
and avoid attacks. You may even discover some unexpected routes.
I see. Oh, that was clean actually.
Kamek.
Kamek. Oh, what does Kamek do?
Magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
Wait,
You'll
what?
have to see for yourself. The lower
Okay.
your placement, the more likely you are to find
I don't get
items
that.
that'll turn the
Was
tables.
are they
So
slower
you
when
get
Kamek
items,
transforms them?
Go for it. And
Oh,
if
look
you're
at
new
Mario.
to the
Little
Kart
Mario
series,
dance.
there are
Hey.
added support features to help
Hey.
you along the
Oh,
way.
Luigi. Oh. Toad was getting it too. Oh,
These
God.
include
Auto use items.
smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
Yeah. Oh, this is what baby mode.
Tilt controls.
This,
can
you know what's
hold the
funny?
Joy-Con 2 controller
I might
horizontal
play tilt
and use
mode
motion
for fun.
controls to steer.
Just the chaos.
And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
What is auto item though? Can you show auto item? How does that work?
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-through. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food.
What?
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by
Oh,
your meal.
okay. So that's what you do throughout the world. You find the
Eat some
costumes.
sushi and whoa.
Oh,
nice threads.
I like that. I like that Peach.
Once
Oh.
unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
Yoshi. Yoshi's so cool in this samurai outfit.
Who knows what dishes
Or Japanese inspired, not
outfits you'll
necessarily
find.
samurai.
Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the world.
Oh, cowboy. Oh, Bowser
Nice
Jr. I
detour.
didn't realize.
Now let's get back to the action.
Oh, so that's cool. So you'll be able to go unlock outfits just by simply driving to them.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help.
So
you
that's your
ace
reason to explore the
race.
world. That's your excuse to explore.
Charge
You go
jump.
collect outfits.
You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Oh, what? Interesting. So instead of
Use
drifting,
this to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines.
you
Dodge
charge
attacks
jump.
from your rivals.
Oh, can you dodge a red shell like that?
Wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Chain some tricks together.
Can you do any
You
wall?
can reach places like so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and
Rewind. What the hell?
This will return your vehicle to its original position.
What?
Nice.
Does it rewind the map or just rewind where you're at? I think it just
This
rewinds
can come in
you.
handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
Okay, yeah, that actually is useful. In case you're not trying to win a race, you're just trying to find the most efficient route. All the tryhards are going to go crazy with that. Learning all the perfect routes. Yeah, so they just said it.
Want to take a spin in even more races?
Rewind actually might be online, Princess, since it hurts you, too. It hurts you.
Against the clock. Here you can race without any other competitors. And if you go
Hey, Marie,
online,
it's you.
You can download and compete
Marie, that's you.
against ghost data from racers around the world.
You got ghost data already?
Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race.
Yeah, versus, of course. You have to have
You can use
versus.
the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course. Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
That's cool. Oh, you can make a custom one.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Oh, the name above the character said Marie. I don't know if you saw it. When it said racing against the ghost.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Next up, battle mode. Pop off local.
Oh, battle mode. Oh, yeah, I forgot about battle mode. I used to play battle mode in Mario Kart 64 so much. I didn't play it too much in Mario Kart 8.
Where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins. Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Well, I can't wait to play a battle mode. Battle mode's actually one of the more fun modes that I feel like don't really get talked about when we think about a new Mario Kart, but it's one of the most fun modes because it takes the chaos and cranks that.
You can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem.
The movement's gonna be crazy in this game.
Ride the rivers.
Hey, the new donkey.
See the seas.
The water graphics.
Drive the desert.
Dang, they really didn't put.
Jump
Oh, the
from
penguin.
way up here.
The penguin from Mario Kart 64.
You can go wherever you like.
I've killed her baby so many
Even to
times.
the edges of the world.
Is there a reason? Hey, what's that?
Switch over there.
Oh, because there are going to be secrets in the world. Ah, okay.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to
So
start
there's going to be missions and stuff. Okay, interesting.
By
What do they do?
completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
Do you get anything?
There are also hidden coins, hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore. Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you
Oh,
like.
this is going to go crazy for thumbnails.
Strike a pose. Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate.
This right here, my
and
thumbnails have to go crazy, chat.
nice. That one's a winner.
I actually love when games have this nowadays for that exact reason. It makes thumbnails so much easier.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
I feel like that was a given, but I'm happy they announced it.
The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Okay. Is it a case of everyone has to own the game, or could only like one person own the game and do this?
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in
24 is
play.
crazy. And 24 in a battle is crazy. Imagine battle mode with 24 racers just running, sliding around.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
Oh, okay. So you basically just free roam while you wait for friends to get
Looks
in the
like
game.
Someone's arrived.
Can you see them when they arrive?
Yep. You can meet up with your crew
Yeah, that's
anywhere in
cool.
this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
Oh, that's nice. Quick travel. This is going to be fun.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
Oh,
together along the way.
thumbnail photo right here, chat.
For your speed.
I forgot Koopa was in the OG. Game chat. I love and hate that game chat is like a feature in the Switch 2. Like it's been around for so long that like just seeing it's just like we don't need you to like show it off. It's just game chat. But I get it's a new thing for them, so it's a big deal. Wait, you can drive the truck? That's so cool. Can you hit the cars?
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends react.
That actually is really good. Honestly, this might be the easiest way for me when we're streaming. This right here, low-key, might be goated. Because the way it puts it all over the character. So you know who's...
Just pass me. You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
I'm still convinced somebody's going to be fucking... there's going to be the trolls who just whip their shit out.
In person on the same system,
Yeah, it is pretty much Discord. You are right there, Princess.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
That's the problem with this kind of stuff. It's like people will just ruin it. I get it'll only be your friends. But like in my head, I'm imagining doing it with the viewers, but I can just see that one person whipping their shit out just to be a dickhead. I love that Toad in the racing outfit. Oh, Bowser and the biker. It's kind of sick. The snowman, you can play the fucking snowman. I wonder why they decided to go with more Mario enemies and not go with like RPG characters.
Just around the corner in Mario Kart World.
Mario Kart World.
Exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, when can I buy it? Yes, but when can I buy it? When can I buy my Switch 2? Oh, that's it. That was all. But when can I buy my Switch 2, Nintendo? You're doing all this yapping. Let's see the comments. Let's see. Drop the price. Drop the price. Nope. No. All right. So good news. They did not say anything about a DLC. That's huge. No information about DLC is huge because they could have killed. That would have murdered them. I think that would have murdered. This game's already in a rough position. Announcing DLC would have murdered them. The game looks solid. Here's the thing, chat. I will say. Let me let's get the game music going again. Let's get some game music going again. Let's go full screen. I will say I see why people are concerned though. Like low key, the game definitely doesn't look like a it doesn't look like it's doing anything like fantastical. It looks solid. Like it looks fun. It looks like it's going to be another fun Mario Kart. A lot of fun courses. The visuals are amazing. I think the open world thing is kind of cool. Personally, I think that's going to be fun to be able to drive around, collect and search for items in between races. It gives you something to do in Mario Kart other than simply race. It gives you a slightly different single player mode, which I like. With missions, so it's just a unique option for single player, which I feel like Mario Kart, even though the way Mario Kart's always been for single player has been fun, it definitely after a while the single player becomes boring because you do the same races over and over again. So I do love that there's like an open world thing that you can do in between races. It kind of gives it a complete experience. I think that's cool. Characters, I'm up and down on the characters. It's cool to have such a big roster and to be able to play these random characters like the crab from the Mario Bros arcade or the penguin from Mario 64 and the snowman from Mario 64. But it's like, who asked for that? Like, you had such a deep bag of RPG characters and shit. I think I would have taken even characters from other franchises. Like if they started bringing in other Nintendo characters and started making it like Smash Bros, where you have a bunch of guest racers. Like I know they kind of did that in Mario Kart 8 with Link, and I think you could play Link and someone else. But I think they could have expanded on it. Essentially, they could have had way more guest characters. And I think that would have been more interesting than driving as like the penguin or the snowman. That's me personally. Like, I don't know how I feel about them going that route. Essentially, going a bunch of random characters. I'm assuming now, just looking at this, it's going to be a bunch of DLC, and they probably just haven't announced it 'cause they see all the loud hate. Yeah, Dylan. I mean, Dylan, literally anyone. They could have included, Isabel, they could have literally included anyone. Tingle, literally anyone could have been in this game besides who they put. So the roster choice was crazy to me. I don't know why they decided to put a bunch of random enemies from other Mario games that I think most people don't care are in this game. I'm sure there might be some people who are out there like, man, I'm really happy I can play as the penguin from Mario 64. Oh god, I get to play the crab from Mario Bros. Arcade. But like, most people are just like, oh, this is cool. I'll play them once just because it's funny and then probably never pick those characters again, you know? They really should have dug into their bag for these characters. They could have easily pulled so many characters from so many games, bro. Oh yeah, I get to play the mouse from Mario. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's the worst thing. It just is crazy to me that that's the route they went. And they were hyping it up. Like, yo, this roster's about to be crazy. I think that was the problem, too. They kind of hyped it low-key with, like, 28 racers in a race. Yo, we about to have a crazy roster. Watch this. And then they were like, boom. Yeah, you like that? The mouse from Mario, bro. Oh, I heard you like penguins. Check this out. You know? I don't know. The random enemies seem to be repurposed from obstacles on the track. Doubt they added much to that time. That's probably why, Dylan. It probably was just a lazy thing. Not a lazy, but a time-saving thing. That is probably exactly what it is, Dylan. That they're reusing, they're probably just reusing assets. And essentially, they're probably already reusing assets that are in the game as racers to save time and to expand the roster. And it kind of feels obvious that they're doing that because the roster is just like random. It's just so random. It's just like no one. I'm not saying I hate having these extra characters. It's not bad. It's just so bizarre that they could have pulled so many characters into this game and they were like, yes, the penguin and the mouse. You know what we need? The penguin and the fucking mouse. We need those characters. The penguin and the mouse. We need that. We need it. You know what we need? The penguin and the mouse. That's what you want, right? So yeah, character selection. Not loving the character selection. The tracks look great though. Tracks all look fire. Every track they showed was cool, and they said they're bringing back old tracks as well. I think there's like a 20. They didn't confirm it, but I kind of counted. I think there's 28 tracks, maybe 29 if we include Rainbow Road because it wasn't on the map. And they said that there's 4 courses and 4 courses per Grand Prix, so I'm assuming there's 7 Grand Prix. Maybe an 8th if Rainbow Road has its own Grand Prix, which would mean more tracks. I'm assuming there's unlockable tracks, but so far it looks cool. I think the whole thing where you unlock Rainbow Road, because they said you unlock it if you do if you play well in your Grand Prix, they said you unlock Rainbow Road, and they kind of showed it come from the sky and a rainbow bridge dropping. I think that's so fun. That's gonna be so cool and so fun when we first unlock it. When we unlock it and then we see a rainbow come down and we ride up the rainbow to the course. Mwah, I know that's gonna be chef's kiss. Beautiful. I just know it is. Honestly, Furious, they didn't really show much new. They just were more precise on the characters, I guess. They were more precise on the courses. They showed a little bit more about the open world gameplay. That was new. They showed that there's going to be challenges on the open world. That you unlock the costumes on the open world. So challenges, costumes in the open world. What else is there? You could drive, you just roam around, I guess. I don't know. They kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be doing in the open world gameplay, essentially. They showed a few things. I can't remember the other thing. What else? So yeah, I think the tracks look good. I think the open world looks fun. Again, I don't know. A lot of people think it looks fun. I think I'm actually happy to have that. The multiplayer is going to be fun. I really like that game mode. I forget the name of it already, but the game mode where it's kind of like F-099, where you have to place a certain place each race to stay in it to the end, and there's less and less races as you go on. I'm gonna play the hell out of that mode. I'm a little sad about battle mode. Battle mode only has 2 game modes from what they showed. Maybe there'll be more, and they were playing coy because they didn't show every track, they didn't show every character, so maybe they didn't show every battle mode. But as of now, there's only 2 battle modes. There's the standard battle mode with the balloons, and then there's the coin battle mode. And battle mode could have used like a fun open world thing, or like a revamp, you know, like a new stuff. Because battle mode's like, I think Nintendo underrates how important battle mode is to Mario Kart. Sure, like that's not exactly. Yeah, where's Shine Thief? Like there were so many cool modes. So maybe they're in the game. We can't assume they're not because Nintendo didn't show everything. But as of now, we don't know, and I don't like that. Like battle mode to me is like a very important part of Mario Kart. Like the actual fun of Mario Kart, where you're just like with your friends at the house. The true way people play Mario Kart. Most people aren't doing those online modes. The online modes are just for the tryhards. You know, that's for the people who want to feel like they're good at Mario Kart. People like me, where we play Mario Kart, we play when the boys get together in the house and we start playing battle mode and shit and killing each other in real life. Cell baller trolling. As of now, honestly, it's kind of hard. I guess to make a judgment, kind of as of all my thoughts. Hey, what's up, Bond? Yes, normal people have friends and play split screen, Bond. Exactly. I mean, you can play online. It's just I feel like the online with randoms is literally just for tryhards. That's what happened with that's how I felt when I played Mario Kart 8 online. I'm like, oh, this is just for tryhards. It's the same thing with all online gaming. There's those people who get online just to say they're good at the game, you know, not to have fun. It's just different experience. Jugo, is it cooking or is it cooked? I'll be honest. So I was kind of getting into it before I answered Bond. Yeah, oh no, I saw Junker. If you rewind the stream, I literally had the chat up in the beginning. It was so funny. People were saying lower the price, raise the price. People were going crazy in Nintendo's chat the whole way through. But the game. Here's the thing. I don't know what an $80 game looks like. Okay, that's fair because like we haven't seen it. That concept isn't really something I've thought about. Like this is what $80 should get me in a game. But as of now, it is looking like just another kind of Nintendo game. Does that make sense? It doesn't seem to have like a massive next gen or price leap worth thing. Like, I don't know. They didn't announce like included updates. Like if they were like, hey, you get a bunch of DLC or a bunch of free maps and a bunch of free characters, I think the $80 price could have been justified. If they showed a crazy amount of tracks, like more than 30, like if they had like 60 tracks, I think the price could have been justified. If they had like a crazy roster, like a roster of like Nintendo, non-Nintendo characters, just like it made it Smash Bros-esque, the price probably could have been justified. But I'll be real, at its current state, it just looks like another basic game. I don't know how Mario Kart World ended up being the $80 game. Like okay, let's step back. Because I know it's easy to say this game shouldn't be $80. It's easy to say that, I know. So let me rewind and say what I think should have been $80. So these are games that if they charged $80 for, I wouldn't have been mad because I would have been like, these games are worth more than that value. Smash Bros Ultimate. Smash Bros Ultimate was a god tier game, and actually I technically paid about $100 for the game because I bought all the DLC packs. Smash Bros Ultimate, that's an $80 game. Very packed with characters, crazy range of moves, crazy range of maps, 4 or 5 big single player modes. A lot of hours could be delved into that game and a lot of fun hours. So Smash Bros Ultimate, that could have been $80 games. Tears of the Kingdom could have been an $80 game in my opinion. A lot of fun creativity, big game, a lot of content, visually amazing because of the art style. Huge map up in the sky, down below. You have a large range of content going on in the game. That game, to me, wouldn't have upset me if it was $80. What I'm trying to say is there are games out there. So I'm not just saying Mario Kart World doesn't look like it's not $80 just because I'm like, I hate the price. It's not about the price with me. Mario Kart World just looks like a simple Mario Kart game with like a small edition of this open world thing. You know? I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. But like, it just doesn't look like they did enough to justify the $80 price point at this point. Like, it doesn't feel like it. And unfortunately, they're gonna rock forward with that. Of all games, they really should have waited for like a bigger game with more content before they did the $80 price drop, in my opinion. I just hope the new stuff heavily outweighs the stuff everyone liked that is not present. I agree, Fierce Junk. I'm hoping there's more. I'm hoping there's a lot more. I'm hoping there's more Furious Junker. Like, I'm really, really hoping they announce more for the game. Or when I get the game, I'm, like, pleasantly surprised there's so much more content than they showed off. Because maybe what's happening is there's unlockable content. There's a big chance that there's, like, a whole bunch of unlockable tracks, unlockable characters, and they're not showing it because they want you to be surprised as a gamer. And I do miss that era when you bought a game and you were surprised when you unlock stuff. So if there is a bunch of unlockable stuff, my tune will change. I'll flip on it. I'll be like, this is actually a fantastic game. But at the moment, for the price, it looks like they just charge 80 just cuz. It looks like it's a basic Mario Kart game with a bunch of random characters no one's gonna play. Tracks look great. I think the tracks look fantastic, and the open world concept looks fantastic, but it doesn't look like they packed enough in it to justify charging more, I guess is my point. In my personal biased opinion, Mario games with advanced graphics look uncanny. They need to tone down the advanced lighting. Oh, really? I kind of like the lighting with the cartoony style. I actually was complimenting that earlier, Bond. I was like, the weird cartoony style with the lighting kind of gives like a weird effect. Yeah, Hugo. Late April Fools. Not coping. So I didn't buy Tears of the Kingdom for 70. Definitely wouldn't pay 80. And then it'll pay me 60. I'd play it though. Really? You didn't like Tears of the Kingdom, Dylan? I love Tears of the Kingdom. I personally would have paid 80 for it. I thought Tears of the Kingdom was like that's like one of the best games on the Switch. One of the best games on the best console. One of the best consoles of all time. So I think easily that game could have been an $80 game. Now, I'm not saying I wanted them to charge 80, but the value it provided would have made an argument for it to be $80 is my point. Like, so I think that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily that I want to pay $80. It's just the value the game provided could have argued for an $80 price point. So what I'm trying to say is Mario Kart World doesn't look like Mario Kart World doesn't present a great argument for the $80 price point in its current state, in its current, the current information we've been provided doesn't make me feel like, oh, this is $80. It doesn't feel like there's much content in the game. So that's the problem. It doesn't look packed with content. When they showed off Tears of the Kingdom looked packed with content. When they showed off Smash Bros. Ultimate, that looked packed with content. So I'm just worried that Mario Kart World is charging a lot for a very small content game. And they're banking on you replaying tracks, which is not what I'm expecting if I'm paying more. I want you to provide me with so much content that I can play 100 hours without replaying a single map. That's a game where I feel like, okay, $80 is worth it. Where I can play your game so much and have so much fun throughout the whole thing, I don't even have to replay something to reach like a high hour mark of enjoyment. The next 3D Mario games should have, yeah, exactly, Furious. If they came out the gate with like a fire 3D Mario game for 80 junker, I think they would have been less hate. It's just Mario Kart is a great game. People love Mario Kart, but you had to do something exceptional, and it just looks like another Mario Kart game with a sprinkle of open world campaign, which is like not bad. It's just hard to justify $80 for that at the moment. Oh, Dylan, you didn't like Breath of the Wild? I love Breath of the Wild. And Tears of the Kingdom, you should give it a chance. It's like Breath of the Wild on crack. They actually added in a lot more gameplay elements to it. So you're telling me they should have charged $120? Not for this game, Salvala. Not for this game. Not at all. Yeah, I agree, Hugo. Tears of the Kingdom was one of the best games, period. But if I'm being like less, more objective, it's one of the best games of all time on one of the best consoles. Everyone's top 10 games is going to be different. Iwata would have never allowed for this shit. I mean, eventually they would have had to. I think Nintendo realized the Switch 1 did so well that they now have to start making profits. That's how every company works. So that's the thing. We can't pretend it's not how every company has ever worked in the history of time. They sell you a product that you really like for a lower price, and the new version always comes out for more money because that's how it works. Once you like it and you want it and you need it, like obviously no one needs a Switch, but that's the feeling that happens. That's consumerism, vapid consumerism in our world. So now you need a Switch because you're like, man, I'm gonna Switch 1. I need a Switch 2. I love my Switch 1 so much. They charge more. They're making their money back. They're making more profits on this stuff because they can. They realize there's a market, and they can. And obviously, if no one buys it, we'll see the price go back down again. This is capitalism. Capitalism in a nutshell, chat. Yeah, Bond, explain capitalism. That's just capitalism. That's just how it works. Vapid consumerism leads to price increases, leads to consumer complaining about prices, but then they still buy it. And then when they still buy it, the prices go even higher. It's the world we live in. The sad reality of the world we live in. It's not that the graphics look bad, it's that, in my opinion, they don't fit too well with the visual style. Am I poor on Mario's level? Really? I kind of feel like that. I liked it a little bit, but I get what you're saying. Like, you would have preferred them to go harder on the cartoony. But I think, honestly, they realized they're charging a lot for this game, so they probably designed the graphics to look more realistic, to make it feel like a AAA / next level game. I think that's what they're kind of going for, unfortunately. Imagine if this game was just like Smash Ultimate but MK, like more old courses. No, so that's the thing, Junker. So that right there, what you just described, if this game was like Smash Ultimate, where they brought back like every racer ever and added in a bunch of new racers, if they brought back every single old course remastered and put in new courses, they added in a multiple single player modes, like a single player story mode, like, you know, even if it's a basic story mode, but a basic story mode, and then the open world mode, I think this game could have easily justified the $80 price point. There's stuff they could have done to justify the $80 price point. People were always going to bitch about it. No matter what, people were going to complain about $80. That was going to happen. But they could have gotten people like me, they're really big fans. Like, I'm a big fan of Nintendo. They could have gotten me if they just packed it with content. I would be like, okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff in this. It's $80, but I'm cool with it because I'm getting decades of Mario Kart in one game. But them not showing a crap ton of content is scaring me. Like, I'm hoping that they're surprising us, that when we launch the game and we play it, there's like a stupid amount of secret tracks, a stupid amount of secret characters, a bunch of unlockable stuff. I'm hoping they're just playing coy with the details because they want the gamers to experience it like back in the days where you bought a game and you had no idea what was in the game until you played the game. I'm really, really hoping, I'm coping on that. I'm coping. I'm not even just hoping, I'm coping right now that they are surprising us. But it's not looking good right now. It just isn't. Mario Kart World is just not looking good at the moment. It's looking very, very not, it looks very, very empty. Like, there's not much content. You're going to do your 30 races because there's 30 tracks they showed, about 30 tracks. It looks like you're going to do your 30 races and then you're going to be like, okay, let's go online now. And I'm worried about that because I want there to be a lot of single player content. I want to be able to play it. If I'm paying $80, I want to be able to play for hours and hours on end single player mode before even hopping online. I don't think any game is worth $80, but it looks like the exact thing I've been asking for. Mario Kart mechanics that allow for crazy shortcut skips. MK8 was fun, but dropped the ball there. That's fair. That's fair, Dylan. That's fair. I think games can be worth $80, Dylan. I don't think things have to be a single price. I think that's a very interesting kind of closed way to look at it. There's games that are $20, so you don't think games should be $20? I guess my question: do you think every game should be $60? Like, there's no $20 games. There's only 60, because that's the thing. Like, you can't just say game. I'm not to argue. I'm not trying to argue with you, Dylan, but just for the sake of debate, you can't just say games can't be 80 and say they just have to be 60 or lower. Like, there are going to be some games out there they put a lot of money into and are probably going to be such a good experience that you want to pay more. Like, let's say in the future they build these VR machines where you literally put your arms in the system like you're literally wearing a suit and you play the game like that. They might have to charge like $100+ for those games because the hardware is going to cost so much money that the game's going to subsidize the hardware. That's how they always do it. The game subsidize the hardware. Why pay $80 when you can buy Diddy Kong Racing? Fair. No more booster pass. That's the thing, Bond. I wish I was really hoping they would announce that. I was really hoping that they would say, hey, we're gonna give, for the $80 you get every DLC, every update for free. I think, again, that would have been great if they were like, hey, we're releasing the game like it is, which is still not a good practice. I don't like them releasing games unfinished. But I think they would have gotten less slack if they were like, hey, listen, we're charging $80. You're going to get the game as is, but then we're going to provide free maps over lifetime and free characters over the lifetime. That would have been better news. It's just right now, it seems like we're going to be paying for DLC. The game seems not finished. It seems like the shit we complain about from other companies. The shit where they release games mostly finished and then sell you back the rest of the game. I'm scared because the game looks very basic. And there's nothing wrong with basic. If it was another $60 Mario Kart, basic, I guess, would have been fine. There would have been no complaints. But $80 for what is just another basic Mario Kart? Like, if you, I don't know. I'm just of the opinion that if you were going to do a price increase, you had to start with a banger. You have to give us you got to give us the biggest, baddest game you got, packed with content to go, this is an $80 game. And then going forward, you normalize the $80. You know what I mean? Even then, they could have released Mario Kart World after, and no one would have scratched or blinked an eye at $80. Because they would have just been like, okay, you know, that's the standard now. And last time we bought an $80 game, it was a banger. So this future $80 game should be a banger. So I'm just worried because this looks painfully basic. Like nothing exceptional. Not an exceptional roster. Not an exceptional amount of races. Not an exceptional. The map looks cool, so maybe the map's gonna be exceptional. Hopefully, the open world map is so good that I eat my words a month from now when I play the game. You know. How do you not think any game is worth 80, Dylan? So many games are more than... Yeah, Furious. That's what I think. And, oh, what's up, Capitron? I can't believe after all those Wario games you played, you still don't think Wario would stop Mario. I mean, Mario built different, Kappa. Mario built different. I mean, Wario built different, but Mario built different. I'm fine with paying more with DLC, but the base game being $80 seems like companies either being greedy or overinflating budgets, neither of which I support. I mean, there's a world where they could be making an $80 game. I just don't think Mario Kart World is it at the moment. But again, I leave myself open to be surprised. I leave myself open for them to launch Mario Kart World and just have a crazy amount of content in the game that they didn't announce because they wanted to surprise us. I'm open to that, and I hope that's what happens. I'm really hoping. I'm hoping that they drop Mario Kart World and I play it and I'm like, oh, secret level, another secret level, oh, another secret level, another secret level. You know, I'm just like going crazy on secret levels, secret characters, like you can unlock cool secret characters. I'm hoping it isn't just what we've seen so far, because what we've seen so far is a little underwhelming. And it's only underwhelming because they set the expectations so high. If they had literally just like, hey, another Mario Kart, another $60 Mario Kart, didn't like, you know, hype it up as much, I don't think there'd be as much complaints. I think the complaints are because dropping that $80 price tag increases hype inherently. Inherently hearing that number, that is a hype increaser. That's like a, oh, $80, what did you do to justify a $20 price jump? Like even 70 would have been less like outraging. I think them going 80 was crazy because that's a new standard. So setting a new standard, you got to have some really good shit in there. You got to go crazy on this, setting a new standard. And they just kind of dropped mid. Not mid. That's the thing. It's only mid though because of what they did. If them setting that price really cooked the game because they set expectations way too high. That should have been 70. I think 70 would have been fair even. I think 70 could have been a good price point for that. There's a lot of great indie games that are like 10 to 20. Exactly, Princess. There's some that are cheaper and great. Face it, the real problem isn't the price. The real problem is you're not getting a raise as often as you should. That's true. That's fair too, Bond. The problem isn't necessarily how much they're charging. It's prices inflating around the world on everything, not just gaming. You know, we're talking about games, but it happens everywhere. It's in groceries. Your grocery prices are increased. Your gaming prices are increased. Your transportation prices are increased. You know, your gas and your car vehicle prices. But that's what I mean by transportation. Your prices for everything. Your clothing prices have increased. All of it's going up. And I get why it's easy to be angry at the companies for charging more, but these systems are definitely more complicated than company just saying this price higher. Sometimes it is that simple, but a lot of times it's not. A lot of times the production costs increase, and as a result, they have to keep profits at a certain level for investors. And the investors are regular people. You know, these investors aren't like all money hungry, grubby people. I invest money in companies. I have a stock portfolio. I'm a regular guy, man. I'm not rich. I don't got much money. I'm investing because I want to be rich. I'm investing because I need to in America in order to be rich. So a lot of these investors are just regular people that are investing because they have to. Because if they don't invest when they reach the age of 60, 65 and they retire, they're going to be fucking homeless because the world's not taking care of them. So they're investing in hopes of making money. So the companies have to make these people happy, these regular people. You know? But then those companies aren't paying their employees more. Economy sucks. Economy sucks. The idea of capitalism and money sucks, bro. It just sucks, man. Like when you like, it's literally like passing the needle around. Like it's hard who to blame. But yeah, like you said, Bond. It's more complicated. Sometimes not getting a raise is the problem. Cheap companies not paying their employees correctly. From what I heard, $80 is not the standard for games. It's apparently only a Mario Kart World that will have that pricing. That's so weird, Stone. Why Mario Kart World? Like, the game doesn't look that crazy. It doesn't look like a $80 game. That's the thing that's crazy to me. It doesn't look like they did enough to justify a price jump. And I'm not even just saying that because of $80. Like, I'm of the opinion if a game is good enough, I will pay what I think is good value. I won't pay any price, but like I had no qualms paying $70 for Tears of the Kingdom. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is going to be everything I loved about Breath of the Wild and more. I'll do it. I had no qualms paying $100 for Smash Bros. And all its DLC. I loved Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate was fucking fantastic. I got thousands of hours in that game. So I had no qualms paying my $100 to, I think it's like $100 to $120 for Smash Bros. Ultimate. I had zero complaints. I loved that game, and I had such a great experience with it. Its value reflected my experience. I'm worried about Mario Kart World because it just doesn't look like its experience reflects its value. It looks like this is the first case in a while where I've seen a Nintendo game and I went, this price doesn't reflect the experience. Usually when, I guess that happens with some of their games. Like $60 for that Princess Peach game. I didn't play it, but I have it, and I want to play it. But that game didn't look like it was worth $60. I got it in Japan for like $20. To be honest, I really don't think there's much more unreleased stuff. Yeah, they did really hype it up. Terraria has like 1,000. Yeah, exactly. The Junker, I'm worried. I hope there's more released stuff, but you're right. I don't think there is. And they did hype it, and yeah, Terraria is a good example of a game that's like mad cheap, but a lot of content, and the experience is great. So you probably would have, if retroactively, obviously at the time you probably wouldn't have, but if they said, hey, will you buy Terraria for $70 and you get to keep your experience you had, you probably would pay it, because you'd be like, I love that game, and I had such a deep, fun experience with it, and I loved it. I think it's valued at that. My experience with the game is valued at that. But again, I just don't think Mario Kart 8 looks like its experience is at that price point, unfortunately. I will argue that this is a bigger standard than other Mario Karts. This appears to have significantly more content than any prior Mario Kart. Not $80 worth, but not just... Well, that's the thing, Dylan. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm looking at it. I'm like, the maps, that's about the same amount of maps that are in any other Mario Kart game. Sure, the character roster is bigger, but let's be real. The first thing I complained about, and this is like, if you watch this video, if you're watching in order, you heard me complain about it, but obviously y'all are here live, so you probably missed what I was saying. My first thing I said, I said, so I'll say it all so you don't think I'm just shitting on the game. I think the open world looks amazing. I'm excited to play the open world. I love that there's more single player content, because I hated that the other games were very short amount of single player content, and then you just had to play online against people and get bodied. So I love that there's more single player content in the open world stuff. The races look fire, the tracks look fire, but the roster, like they're toting a bigger roster, but the roster's a joke. I really don't like the roster. I hate that they just put a bunch of random Mario enemies as the roster. Like that, no one's gonna be like, man, I really want to play as the penguin from Mario 64. Like, oh man, this is what I've been waiting for. Let's go. Oh yes, I get to play as Pokey. Let's fucking go. Like, nobody out here is like that. So I don't think the bigger roster's a plus. I think the bigger roster comes off as a little lazy, and Bond kind of said something earlier that I think I kind of agree with. The bigger roster is probably, the characters they put are probably just because the character models were already in the game as hazards. Because a lot of the new racers are just hazards on the track. So like, I don't know. I don't know if this is really a bigger, badder Mario Kart game. They did add new gameplay mechanics though, and here's the thing, we don't know until we play the game. Let me clarify all of this. This is all just my opinion based off of what I've seen with my eyes. I could touch this game and go, this controls so well, these tracks are so big and long and complex that this is a godly game. My opinion can change the moment I touch that controller, because I haven't played it yet. So my opinion is not based in reality, it's based in perception. Let me clarify that. And that's for anyone who's saying anything. When you see people online talk about the game looks boring or the game looks a certain way, they haven't played the game yet. Their opinion is irrelevant. My opinion is irrelevant. But I'm just saying what I saw and what my brain calculated from what I've seen. So until I play it, the truth is, this game could be fire, and I could immediately switch my tune and go, this feels godly. This feels great. I see why they felt like this was the first launch game and why this was the big price game. Alternative title for stream, Barry explaining why the world economies are going to doom us. Yeah, exactly, Bond. we turn into a financial channel. Talk about the world economies, and it's not really politics. We just talk to economies. Politics would have been more who's running the economies. They're trying to push people to get bundles so you get the game for $50. That's fair, Furious. I guess that is fair too. They are offering a bundle, so most people aren't going to pay $80 for this game. That's kind of the interesting thing. The outrage about the $80 is kind of silly, because who's really going to go and buy the console for $450 and buy no games? You're going to buy a game, and one of the only games that are out on launch is Mario Kart World, right? You're probably going to buy the bundle. It's very unlikely that you're not buying the bundle. You out there, you complaining about the price. If you're buying a Switch 2, you're probably buying the bundle, which means you're technically getting Mario Kart World for $50. I'm just saying, like, if you're buying it today, I'm sorry, if you're buying it early, you're gonna buy one of the first people buying a Switch and complaining about the price of Mario Kart World, that's insane to me. Because you're gonna get the bundle. Because why else would you buy Switch 2? Who's buying the Switch 2 for $450 and buying no games? I need to meet this person. Who are you? Comment below if you're the person. If you're buying a Switch 2 with no games, you're just buying the console. And you're gonna play all your Switch 1 games on it, I guess. So that's fair. Most people are just gonna buy the bundle, and you're gonna pay $500 and get Mario Kart World for $50. Which I'm one of those people. I'm buying the bundle. Like, me personally, I'm buying the bundle. So I'm paying $50 for Mario Kart World. You just watched the Indomizer? Hey, what's up, Indomizer, by the way? My bad. I've been locked in over here. I'm slowly reading chat and commenting, so it's a little delayed for me. The chat's not delayed, but me reading the chat and commenting is delayed. Subscription services, Bond. Don't get me started on that BS. I hate subscriptions. Oh, did Donkey Kong dab? I didn't see him dab. Someone's gonna comment now. Someone's gonna comment below. Watch, guys. Someone's gonna comment Donkey Kong just dabbed because I dabbed. I dabbed. They're like, yeah, that was Donkey Kong dabbing. Some clown's gonna comment that. Some racist clown. Watch. The amount of tracks is the same as base 8, but there's additional tracks between them. There's small track challenges in open world. I guess that's fair, Dylan, but it's just at the moment the game's not. It didn't scream to me like, oh, this is gonna be such a unique, godly experience. But again, I'm open to being surprised. I really want to be surprised. It's just at this present moment, that 15-minute presentation did nothing to, I guess, quell the concerns about the game. I think if anything, it just made the concerns bigger because people are now gonna be like, wait, there really isn't more to show. You know, I guess that was what's concerning. Like, I thought, okay, they showed us a little bit at the Switch 2 Direct. They're about to go crazy with this one. This one's specifically about the game. We're gonna see so much more. And they didn't show us anything really new. Like, we got very little new information. That's scary. They didn't show us the full roster. They kind of showed us the full track list, but they didn't go. They showed it on a map, but didn't go into the maps. It's concerning. That's all. It's a little concerning. But I'm still buying it. I'm still playing it, and I hope that my opinion right now, or what I'm feeling right now, is wrong. I hope I launch it and I play it, and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic, and one of the best Mario Kart games I've played. That's what I want. I want my experience to be that. I'm not one of those people who are just doom and gloom on the internet and just want to shit on something just because they're angry and their life sucks. Like, for me personally, I want to enjoy this game, and I'm gonna play it. So it's not like I'm not even saying I'm not gonna buy it for 80. I mean, I'm buying it for 50 technically, but I'm not even saying I wouldn't buy it for 80. I probably would have bought it for 80 if I had to. But it's just concerning looking at it. That's all. It looks a little concerning. And I hope it's not. And I hope when I play it, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking busting. Like, I hope that is what happens. A lot of it comes down to how much content there is. And yeah, exactly. A lot of it comes down to that, Dylan. How packed the open world is. They showed that there was content in the open world, Dylan. They showed. So they showed that, hey, it's not just gonna be driving around. There's missions. There's things to collect. You get new outfits for your characters here. They showed that's what happens in the open world. But I'm like, you need to show more. This open world has to have a challenge every 5 steps, and those challenges need to give you something. Like, you need to be able to unlock something for doing those challenges. They can't just be challenges for challenges' sake. It can't just be like, here goes a challenge. Like, that's fun, but after a certain point, it's like, all right, what am I doing this for? Is there cutscenes I'm unlocking? Am I being rewarded with new outfits? Am I being rewarded with, like, a leaderboard? Like, give me something. And they didn't show anything. They just showed, hey, there's coins to collect. You collect them, and yay, you did it. A lot of it comes down to yeah, I don't think it looks like that so far, but we'll have to see. I've been asking for a new game that has crazy skips like Circuit. Yeah, so that's why. So Dylan, that's why I was saying I think the maps look fire. The actual tracks look fire because the tracks have so many routes you can go. There's like 1 million routes. The grinding is gonna be cool because they showed off that you could like grind and end up in different routes from grinding. They added in a jump boost, so there's literally a jump in Mario Kart now. You can jump over like that was a big deal. They added in the ability to jump over what am I trying to say? You can jump over like hazards. Sorry, they added the ability to jump over hazards, which is really cool. You can jump over like cars coming at you or things in your way, and not only will you jump, you actually get a boost. That's cool. Mario Kart needed that. Nothing was worse than when you drifted and you got stuck in a place where you were going to get hit by a hazard. So being able to jump over the hazards adds a layer of skill and complexity to the game, and that's fun to me. You can ride walls. You can jump onto walls and use that to find other routes and other secrets. I don't know. Like I'm not saying I think the game looks bad. Let me clarify. I think the game looks like it's going to be a great game. I'm just worried that they created a lot of hype with that price tag, and the game doesn't seem to reflect that hype they built, I guess is my point. Like, it looks fun. The gameplay looks like it's an innovated Mario Kart gameplay. They didn't just release another Mario Kart. The gameplay is vastly different, and the gameplay just driving is vastly different in my opinion. So like playing the game is going to feel different inherently and more fun, it looks like. The maps look insane. The open world looks like it's going to be fun single player content, so you don't feel forced to online multiplayer when you're done or forced to replay races. So it looks good. It just doesn't reflect the hype they built, I guess. The problem is expectations. Expectations versus reality. You know that meme? It's expectations versus reality. Expectations were here. So this is your typical Mario Kart. Right here on my mic. Typical Mario Kart. Expectations were up here. And reality was somewhere here in the middle. Above the mic, but below their expectations. And that is causing, I think, the different feeling you're having. You know, the different feeling I'm having and a lot of gamers are having. Barry, when he's explained challenging rewards with you, stuff not being rewarding without rewards, not realizing how that aligns with me asking, what's the point when collecting coins? That's the point, Bond. Collecting coins, it's a reward. That's the reward. The gold thing, that's the reward. You know, it's like gold coin. It'd be cool if they re-added Coconut Mall. I hope they do, Princess Marie. I hope they re-add all the levels. I hope this ends up being like packed. Hey, what's up, Hayden? How you doing, Hayden? We just finished watching the Mario Kart Direct, and we have mixed feelings. It sounds like I was being extremely negative. I hope it didn't come off like that. I hope someone watching this in the future doesn't think I'm just hating on the game, because I have a lot of positive things to say about the game too. I have so many positive things to say about the game. Like, I have so many things I like about the game so far, but it's just unfortunate. It's balanced with a lot of things I don't like. I'm in a jarring experience right now. I love some things and I dislike some things. No, the challenge is you get rewarded with the coin. If the coins buy you something, like, here's the thing: if in the open world collecting the coins was the thing, but then you could buy new outfits with the coins, or buy I don't know what you could buy, new cars with the coins, then I'd be like, okay, this is fire. I don't know. It just depends on how the system works in the game too, because we don't know how the unlockables work. Maybe you start with like one cart and one map, and slowly as you play, you unlock characters, maps, and carts. And that'd be fun. It's like you went to work to get money, but you couldn't buy anything for that and just hoarded it. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, Bond. Yeah. Sorry, you're agreeing with me. We're agreeing right now. I didn't realize we need something to do with that money. I agree. That's what I'm saying, and that's what you're saying from what I'm reading right here. How the fuck do I? Yeah, right here. God damn it. All right. But chat, we're going to call it here because it's almost 9 and I have to go do my day job, my real job. I have to go work my career. Speaking of capitalism, speaking of money and hoarding it from working your job, I have to go do that. I have to go do my day job. If you're not in the Discord, I'm going to send the Discord real link. I don't know who's in Discord or not. Let's yap about it in the Discord. I'm going to have some free time when I reach when I have on lunch, and I'm probably going to yap about the game in the Discord. So come yap with me about it in the Discord, please, because I want to see how everyone felt. I see that you're sending comments about how you feel right now, but unfortunately, I gotta get my ass up out of here before I get fired. Before I lose my job for this. But thank you, chat. You know, I always appreciate y'all hanging out. You know, as I always appreciate the love. We're gonna be live later tonight. We're gonna be live with some Kirby Superstar. We're gonna be finishing Kirby Superstar. We have 2 game modes left in that to finish our 100%. So come by later tonight for that. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate the love. Have a good night, all right?